The moon shines brightly over Gazla Castle, and Mariana has settled her archaeologist. But Jean is nowhere to be seen. There. She should be quiet for a while.
Thank you, Mariana. Now might be a good time for you to go and tidy up a bit down there, Jean. Break the habit of a death time and actually do what I hired you to do? Where is Jeannie? I don't know. She was here a minute ago. Did you see her on the way to the dungeon, Mariana?
No, I thought she was in here with you.
Oh, no. You don't think she's burned up in the sunlight, do you? Hardly likely. It's the middle of the night. Oh, phew. Probably not then.
She's probably gone outside to see what those archaeologists have been up to. If she's not back before long, somebody ought to go check she hasn't fallen into a trench.
I think I'm a bit worried about her. Are you worried about her, Glizzy? Not really. It's Jean.
I imagine Glizelda thinks we can just replace her, Ophelia.
Of course I don't think we could just replace her. She's a terrible cleaner, yes, but she's our terrible cleaner. Yes, she's solid and dependable and always here. A bit like this table. This table has survived an awful lot. Nuns, schoolboys, mercenaries, hippies. Not to mention the fire you started, Ophelia.
Don't forget the murder.
What murder?
Mine. You murdered me on it. Remember?
I didn't murder you. In any case, that particular incident didn't happen on this table, Mariana. It was in my bedchamber, specifically in my bed, while you were cavorting with my beloved.
Oh, yes, that's right. The table was earlier that night. We were on our way to the bedchamber, but we were overcome with desire and had to stop off for
I really wish you would stop discussing your unseemly tryst with the love of my death in those sordid terms.
Prude.
I don't think I ever met him, did I? No, he'd long gone by the time your plague-ridden body landed on my doorstep.
Don't you mean my doorstep?
What was his name?
Oh.
Go
on, Glizelda.
Well, don't you know what it was?
I did, but I've forgotten. He was supposedly the love of your death. You must remember his name.
Of course I do. It's just that
You've forgotten it too, haven't you?
No. I'm not entirely sure I ever actually thought to ask him for it. Is that why he left? No, of course that isn't why he left.
Well, it probably isn't why he left. He didn't actually discuss it with us.
No, he just packed up his things and off he went. No note, no goodbye, no nothing.
It took us a while before we even noticed he'd gone.
How long a while? Few decades. When it's love, though, you don't really need to notice if the other person's still there or not, do you? Quite.
Did you actually just agree with one of Ophelia's nonsensical comments?
I love this man, and I didn't notice when he was gone, so logically, Ophelia's quite right. I am very good at logistics.
Ophelia's logical logistics. Jean was saying we need to find jobs. Perhaps we ought to register the name.
Very funny, Mariana.
Do tell us more about your logistical prowess, Ophelia.
There's really no need. I was wandering the hillside all alone when I came upon a lorry parked in a lay-by. I knocked on the door to see if anyone was in it, and a lady invited me up into the cab out of the cold. She taught me everything I know about logistics. Then she asked me if I was hungry. Oh, bad grief. After that, she was a little weak from the blood loss, so I helped her with her deliveries. I crashed the lorry 8 times, but eventually we reached one of our destinations. It was a food factory. and I delivered some wood. Next, there were a few more crashes. Then we reached a timber yard, and I delivered some fish.
Really? Fascinating.
The driver I'd ensnared said maybe I should have turned the headlights on, but otherwise I was really good at deliveries. I had just charmed her, but she definitely meant it.
Please stop talking.
Then Eddie Stobart named a lorry after me.
Yes, you're right, Glizelda. Ophelia is very wise.
I said she was right about one thing. Not that she'd suddenly developed a functioning frontal cortex. Hand parchment to enough peasants and they'll write Beowulf eventually. Bad Lord, Jean, what on earth are you carrying? Is that a hose pipe?
Just doing a bit of cleaning, same as I do every night. Just because I'm a genealogist now
You're not.
doesn't mean I'm about to allow my sisters to wallow around in filth, does it?
I like wallowing. It feels all squelchy.
Now, if you'd all like to stand back, you can watch the master at work. Mistress.
Well, I do enjoy a hard-working mistress.
Now, I was thinking earlier that this table's looking a bit grubby. Now, which product do I need? Oh, this one should do
The
it.
table's fine. I give it a good buffing most evenings.
Me too. Most recently with the archaeologist woman from the dungeon.
No offence to your buffing, but it looks like it could do with more of a deep cleanse.
The table is absolutely fine, Jean. I forbid you from...
Glizelda, please. I am a professional.
Don't you dare!
Ooh, is it supposed to be bubbling like that?
Yes, absolutely. A bit of bubbling's how you know the cleaning's working feels.
Looks like the lacquer's melting.
Jean,
Yes, Glizelda.
have you just sprayed bleach on my antique dining table?
Yes, I have. Get it all nice and polished. And melty. And hissy. And, oh. Bleach doesn't go on the table, does it?
No, Jean. Bleach does not.
What will become of Glizelda's table? Will they register Ophelia's logical logistics? And will my platypus find fortune with my marionette? Perhaps we will learn next time. Ophelia's Logical Logistics was written and performed by Debs Wardle and produced by Ted Huggins. The music was by Shane Ivers at silvermansound.com with additional effects from freesound.org, zapsplat.com and Epidemic Sounds.